I'm David Banks, aka Plotino Poppy.
And I'm Maud, aka MJ. And this is What's in Your Cup.
You already know it's the boy Vendetta.
It's your boy Javon.
Fuck about
Me and Dave became friends. I threw a basketball at him. And he threw it back.
First of all,
Yo, that's past
crazy.
course, man.
that was a 2-game suspension, dock of pay.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
Doc. Definitely Doc.
Nah, I was gonna fuck him up, yo. This nigga stay running, bro. Ty, you was always Ty always running, bro. I swear.
He threw the basketball and he threw it back.
What do you mean by that?
Hurry up, man, because I'm about to disappear.
Shut up, bitch.
Yo, who you talking to? We smacked up on your podcast, bro. You know I'm for it.
Yo, pour up, pussy.
Nigga, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm David Banks, aka Toxic Poppy.
Izzy Jay. You know, it's the Dada tapping back there with y'all.
And this is What's in Your Cup. Cheers, fellas.
Sure.
What y'all, see, look, we got a special guest today. You know, Ty was here in the previous episode 1. Now we got a special guest. Tell them about yourself. Tell them a little about yourself, man.
Man, I mean, single father, you know what I mean, 4 years. My little brother right here.
Yes, sir.
Ty, good people. Just met him today. You know, you just gonna chop it up, keep it real. No sugarcoating, fellas. You know what I mean?
None at all. None at all. Like, this is the unfiltered raw, you know how we do. You know, we got Ty back here once again. And nah, you and Ty kind of met before.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
Initially,
Definitely been a minute.
I thought this nigga was fake, man. I thought Dave had an imaginary friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know why
That's
he
how it all
thought.
started. Dave, because you be full of shit, man.
I don't know why he thought that.
Yo, he said me, he's like, yo, you really real.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this thing is weird. But yeah, today what we sipping on? What? Tell them what y'all sipping on. I know we got.
Grab it
All
off
right,
the floor.
so look, Ty and I, we gotta chase it. It is don't gotta. Actually, not. It's gotta chase it today
Yeah,
too.
a little
Hey,
bit.
that'll be a title right there. You know.
A little bit of whiskey.
Yeah, literally whiskey with a chaser. You know. So right. What I got is Doers. Actually, I got Jameson.
Jameson.
You got Jameson too, right?
Jameson, man.
Oh shit, we straight JMO, straight JMO. But yeah, let me get straight to it. You know, I wanted to first, you know, check on your mental health real quick before we go straight to it. Actually, how you feeling mentally and emotionally, man?
Bro, I'm feeling good right now. You know, I got a job opportunity. Right now, I feel like it's kind of hard me getting a job. So I just came home probably, like 4 years ago.
Yep.
So a lot of doors are closed just because of the whole criminal background situation going on. So I might start working at Hyundai on Monday. So come through, you know what I mean? Check the spot out. You get a car, I got y'all.
Man.
Yeah.
Nah, I respect that. You know, like obviously, you know, we grew up together and shit. You know, to see how far you came is definitely dope. You know, and I know Ty for like 15, probably what, like 12, 13.
13 going on 14 years, man. Can't get rid of this motherfucker.
You know, this dude, yo, he be wilding, man. Yo, if y'all know Ty, if y'all know me and Ty, y'all know he be bugging. Y'all know it's him. It looked like me, but it's him. I swear it's him. But yeah, all right, let me go straight to it now. First question is this. I wanted to ask you guys, do you feel like as Americans we're too free? And the reason why I asked that, I mean in the sense of like, you know, freedom of speech be crazy. You see how the shit that people talk about, the shit that people do, and then, you know, it's their right. You look back at it, it's their right. Do you feel like we're too free? Like a lot of shit is just thrown under a rug simply because their freedom.
I feel like a lot of shit is advertised as free, but it ain't really free. Like, you go to other countries, they got free healthcare. We don't got no free healthcare. You got to work hard for that shit.
Yep.
And then if you can't afford to pay, if you got cancer, you can't afford to pay for surgery. You got to lay down and die.
Facts, yeah. They send you back home.
Yeah, so
They do send you back home. So what do you feel?
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm gonna approach the topic a little different. So I got a kid. So I respect everybody's choice on whatever you like, whoever you like, whatever the case might be. It's just for myself.
oh, it's about to get crazy.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy. I told you I'm gonna be real. So it's just like
Fuck it. We there.
yeah. So
What about face out, man?
I got the shades, man.
nah, it's just like honestly, like the stuff that I'm seeing on kid shows,
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit out of pocket.
Yep. Talk about it.
Cartoon Network, mind you, if you like who you like, I don't care. You know what I mean? But as far as putting on the kid network and just me seeing that and it's kind of like influencing my, it's not saying that he's influenced by it, but he could be influenced. You know what I'm trying to say? I really don't really like that.
No, that's true. That's true. Let me take the shades off because that's some real shit.
Video.
Yeah.
This guy, his baby mother, she had a gay brother, and like he wore like lip gloss and stuff.
And with the nails, right?
He had his nails painted, and the father. Since you're a dad, I want to get your opinion on that. Would you be okay with that guy watching your son?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, the only reason why I'm saying that, like I said, he's young.
Yeah,
he's young. It's not like he's a teenager, then he's exploring himself and just like trying to figure out his way in life. You know what I mean? It's more like he's seeing something, he might gain interest, and he might start trying to follow that and try to see what that life is about.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Curiosity kills.
Exactly.
And that's why I have a problem with like with the idea of curiosity, because it's like, yo, curiosity will make you do the dumbest shit simply because you were curious. So to piggyback off of what you just said, yeah, like I feel like if we're gonna go into that route, I'm not gonna go too deep into that route, but yeah, like if we're going in that route,
I'm not going deep into that. I got no problem with the alphabet community. We good.
Listen, I don't have an issue.
I don't have an issue either.
Actually, let's state this as before I go. We don't have any issues with any community at all, right? So just to let that be out there.
My childhood best friend was gay, man.
As I continue, fuck all the nonsense that's going on. Let me tell you what I have a problem with. I have a problem with how they advertise certain shit. First of all, I have a problem with beauty pageants to begin with. So when I see the fact that there's gay beauty pageants, it's like you're making it worse, because I'm not saying the community, I'm saying the people that run beauty pageants. First off, I feel like that advertises pedophilia, because why is a whole bunch of grown men and women watching little girls in bikinis with makeups and just dresses and heels looking like grown folks? I think that's crazy to me. So now we're in a different time period where we have the alphabet community pushing a certain narrative. There's a difference of accepting people for who they are and just marketing it as, yeah, you should be this. And it's almost deemed weird to be straight at this point, right? Like, we don't have straight holidays, right? I'm not saying that we need one, but I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy how it went from, why don't we accept you guys as a whole, to why aren't you gay? Or you're probably gay. You probably thought about it. Like they go an extra mile.
Talking about like a whole Pride Month and all that.
No. I'm not even talking about the month. I'm talking about like individuals that are in position of power that advertise.
I feel like they got holidays because the shit used to be shunned upon. You know what I'm saying? Like how it was like me and Black. We got Black History Month.
And that's not a real month. 28 days, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, we got something.
So, but the thing is, we're better off with nothing. Let me tell you why we're better off with nothing. You're telling me, we're celebrating a month of Black appreciation, right? But the shortest month of the year, let alone.
Yeah, it's definitely a slip.
Yo, them niggas looking at it like this. All right, we're gonna give them the shortest month of the year.
Right.
Cool. Now we have all these other communities, being celebrated, and they're getting the 31 days, the 30 days. And all this nonsense. I'm not saying let's be equal in that sense. Like I feel like the reason why I asked the question of are we too free is because the nonsense that's being pushed.
This year?
We had 29 this year. That's still not 30. But I feel like it's still crazy because you look at we look at the nonsense. Let's look at the agenda. The agenda is this: there's a war on kids. Like. We're pushing everything on kids. We're pushing sex on kids too early. Like, and that's why I have a problem with beauty pageants, because I feel like they're throwing sex appeal and all this nonsense. I feel like they're sexualizing kids. Maybe it's just me being a little iffy about it, but I just think that's weird. And then on top of that, to piggyback what you were saying about like Cartoon Network and all that, there's one thing to teach acceptance, and then there's another thing to advertise that,
like it's normal.
You should be this. And I'm not saying it's not normal, But I'm just saying the way they're going about it is not normal. Because I guess it's normal
Have you
these
ever
days.
looked at it in the sense that, because I feel like a lot of the people in those communities, like maybe they put it on Cartoon Network so the kids can know that it's okay to do
It's
that
okay.
if you are. Because a lot of kids, they're in that in between phase. They don't know. Oh, I don't know if I'm straight. They might like boys. They might like girls.
I hear you on that.
I hear that.
I hear you on that.
And if nobody talks about it, then
It can't be.
It's gonna be confusion, right? But the thing is, the reason why it doesn't make sense to even like add fuel to that saying is simply because they're just kids. They shouldn't even like realistically they shouldn't even be learning about sex until what, probably like 5th grade, when they showed us like about our private parts and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, like, why do they know about sex in elementary school?
So the crazy thing is, my son was watching Power Rangers, right? I don't know if y'all ever seen like the new Power Rangers.
Nah.
All right, so it was like a little like a gay character on it. My son loved Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I love Power Rangers. He kind of got that from me. So like when I think he was probably in the 2nd grade, and he seen that, he asked me the question. He was like, "Dad, is it okay? Like, once that happened, I'm like, he's too young to even
have that convo,
understand that situation. You know what I mean? So why y'all throwing it in there? You know what I mean? I feel like y'all trying to push a narrative, like,
so that's where I was going with it. Where it's like there's levels to this. Like 5th graders are learning about private parts, right? Which like their own private parts. Mm-hmm. So why are kids looking at SpongeBob and you see Patrick in pantyhose, dressed up like whores, not just like a woman. He's dressed up like a whore, like a prostitute, and then they're calling this normal because of entertainment. But then again, it's like this: if I was a comedian and I made fun of a gay person, oh, I'm homophobic. So it's like, so the problem is this: you went from, oh, why don't we accept you guys? Everybody's being roasted. Racist jokes are the funniest shit. You don't see black people being mad at comedians for black jokes. We're funnier than all y'all. So, and then you don't see white people going too crazy about the jokes about them because they agree with it. And then everybody knows how to laugh with certain things. And then I just feel like when you talk about certain people, like a certain group, then it's like it's war. You can't talk about LGBTQ. You can't talk about Jewish people, and you can't talk about what? Oh, you can't talk about certain religious people. All of a sudden, you're this, you're that. You hate them. This, that, and third. It just doesn't make sense to me. And these days, you can't even talk about women because the new feminist movement.
Yeah, I feel like society right now is just like super like
too free,
too soft. It's just too sensitive.
Yo, what happened to bullying? We need to bring back bullying. Let me tell you why.
No, cut that shit, bro. No. Look. I know I was getting myself into in this episode. You have to sit there saying, "I'm telling you, I'm not."
No, hold on.
No, you better not cut this out.
No, I'm not cutting it out. I'm not cutting it out. Look,
I don't think like that.
Realistically, the reason why I'm not saying, oh, let's go back to the bullying days when people were offing themselves.
Can I see the script so I can know what I'm getting at?
I'm not saying it's any of that. I'm saying this is what my point is about the bullying. At least when people were bullying one another, right? It brought a certain awareness, reality. I'm not gonna go as far as saying, actually I'm gonna go that far. If you're black, you can't fuck around and say you're Chinese, right? If you say you were Chinese, they'll say you have a mental illness. Everybody will make fun of you because you're technically dumb, you're stupid, you don't make sense. So how am I able to see on social media that I gotta accept certain things that don't make sense? And I'm not talking about LGBTQ right now. I'm talking about certain people that say, like people that I identify as something that's not real. And I'm not talking about LGBTQ or trans right now. It can go with that, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who be saying, I identify as like a fucking millionaire, and then you really can't even act on that because that's their freedom. Like, at what point, when do reality kick in and we shut people the fuck up because that shit is dumb, and people have platforms to even talk stupid. So that's why I think people are too free, because I'm just Americans are too free, because I'm not saying in the sense of like, oh, our freedom should be taken away. I'm just saying that we need to start like holding people accountable for stupidity. Stupid shit does not make sense. Cancel culture versus stupidity. That's probably going to be the title of this shit. Cancel culture versus stupidity. Because it's like, yo, like everything is stupid, even cancel culture. How can we push a narrative of we have to care about one another's mental health, but if you don't like what I say, you're going all out to make sure I don't make money off of this, and you're going to try to cancel me. Where I can end up off of myself because of the hatred that you're pushing on me. Right. So is that mental health? Does that help mental anybody with their mental? I think that shit's crazy to me. Y'all get what I'm saying? That cancel culture versus it's contradiction.
You know the person who I could think of that situation actually happened to, like Lil Baby.
Oh, Lil Baby?
That was DaBaby.
Yeah.
No, DaBaby. Yeah, DaBaby. Yeah.
You feel like he was wrong?
I mean, the thing
like
is, certain people with their platforms, you just never know. Like what you say, how it might affect
somebody.
Because he got 20 million followers. So if he says, "Oh, f this," he might sway about 500,000 people to be like, "F this too." You know, people look up to people like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's wrong simply because one, I look at the point.
Why the fuck I come with it?
No. Look, I'm being real.
I was not supposed to be up here.
The reason why I don't think DaBaby was wrong is because his ignorance got him there. Okay. And now we're trying to tame the ignorance because a certain group don't like what he said. He's talking about killing other black people. We don't have a problem because black on black crime has nothing to do with white people, right? So look, I know. Wait, hold on. He's talking about violating women. That's another thing that doesn't really. Come on, bro.
Violate women too much in his songs.
But he still do. If it's not too much, he still do.
I don't know if he ever talked about violating a woman.
Bro, what are you talking about? Hoes are still considered women. As much as we don't, like hoes are still women, right?
He is using it as a figure of speech.
But wait, we could argue that his statement on stage was a figure of speech.
So when rappers talk about killing black people, we can't get we get mad at the alphabet community, the LGBTQ. They stand up for themselves. You say their name, they gonna come at you. They gonna come at you.
No. Certain white people in that area. Yo, I don't see a lot of I don't see a lot of black and Spanish people in that community going to cancel like anybody.
It was a lot of black folks, a lot of black like gay men and like gay women, and they were saying like, "Yo, we really fuck with you," but like you said that about us, like why? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it, but it's just like he wasn't he was just talking about I don't remember. All I know is that he wasn't talking about them. He was just saying, "Oh, if you do this that third."
Basically, what he said, he made it seem like HIV was something that
only gay people had.
Yeah. But like, feel me, like heterosexual people, they pass on HIV to a lot of people too.
And that's what they're arguing for sure. Yeah. But I just don't think that he's wrong because that goes back to what I was saying of like the freedom of speech. So how do we manage and control our First Amendment where there isn't too bad of a consequence? Yeah, but
but he definitely lost money.
He lost money.
He should have thought about that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he part of the 1%. Man, he making good money. He should have thought about that. You got to think about your platform before you say certain shit.
All right, so let me ask you this: if like people who own music companies, like let's say for example, Interscope, they literally. I think they're one of the founding fathers of the music industry that literally said, "Oh, like we push black negativity because that's where our money is.
That's what sells, pretty much.
That's what sells.
Yeah.
Ignorance and conflict and drama. But we don't see anybody canceling them. We know that's the problem that I have with this culture. Like I have no problems with nobody. I have no problems with anybody. I don't care about what anybody do. If you like what you like, that's fine. That's cool. Like I will respect the person for being a human being. I don't really care what anybody like, because if I don't like that, that's not me. So it's like cool. We could coexist. I could be cool with them. I'm cool with a lot of them. Like, I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue with the people who are extremists anything. So if there was an extremist Democrat, Republican, or feminist group, I have an issue with them. Simply because it's like, yo, you're not even capable of looking at all types of angles, and you just think your way is the only way and it's the right way, and then you try to project it on others. So like I have a problem with that. So the reason why to go back to the question of are we too free? DaBaby had the freedom to say that, and the consequence was him losing money, right?
So you spoke about the record labels, right?
Yeah.
Interscope
And all that.
He signed Interscope and South Coast Music Group. Do you think if they knew what he was gonna fucking say, they were gonna let him say that shit on stage? They would have been like, no, please don't say that, bro.
So why is it okay for him to talk about killing another human being?
It's been selling.
It's been, it's contradicting because it's been selling to call people a bundle of sticks.
But nah, I ain't never heard no song that sold like that.
Come on, 50 Cent used to always use the terminology that means a bundle of sticks.
He ain't never going on a rant about it though.
He don't go on a rant, but I don't think DaBaby went on a rant.
50 the only person who can't get canceled, man. You can't cancel 50
because you just you have to have the I don't give a fuck mentality. Kanye West is like that. I mean, he's not the same. He lost, yeah.
Kanye's a whole different topic, though.
All right, let me ask you guys this: is cancel culture although we were just talking about this, is cancel culture killing our society?
Yeah, man. I feel like honestly, like I'm gonna bring it back to a comedian like Dave Chappelle.
Yep.
He mostly talks about gay shit.
I went from like alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah. He talks about like culture, like real life shit, like what's going on in society as far as like gay shit and everything else.
Politics,
everything else. I feel like nowadays, just like if you do talk on that topic and you're not like in the medium of things, if you're too far left, too far right, people are not gonna like it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of not right because you kind of like taking away from the creativity and just
it's the worst time to be a comedian these
days.
Let alone I feel like it just doesn't make sense because it's like how did you ask for equality and we're all getting roasted except for you guys?
Right.
Like I have a problem with that. Equality is equal shares of shit. Like I can't say, oh, I wish I was treated like a famous person and I'm not famous. Like that shit don't. It just certain things just don't make sense. If I'm fighting to be in a position or a notoriety, a certain title, then you work for that, right? So they work for their equality, right? They got the equality. Now it's like, oh, don't talk about us. We in office. Oh yeah, don't talk about us at all because you're offending us. So society is getting too soft, and that's why I said bring back bullying, because I feel like where there's a pro, you need a con.
I'm not gonna say the bullying part is a little bit a sensitive topic.
I get it; it's sensitive, but look, did we all not come from bullying?
Did we not? No, we did. We did.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not downplaying the people who off themselves and
I'm like, yo, why did I sign up for this shit?
I'm
like, yo, why did I sign up for this shit?
Every episode I just
asked him for the script too, to be honest.
There's no script.
Yeah.
Nigga,
there's no script.
You know what the fuck you about to get this into, bro.
The outline is random.
Nah, but honestly, bro, look, the reason why I'm saying that now is just because, like, I understand, like, the LGBT community is, like, real, and I fucked up. Sorry about that. I definitely think
he about to get canceled.
Nah, I'm not, but I'm just saying, it's just like, I know it's like a real thing. Mind you, I don't mind anybody's preference. Yeah, I'm just more talking about as far as my son, you know what I mean, as far as exposure and everything like that. But that's more my responsibility not to expose him to that. But I'm just saying to the point where, like, I wouldn't want necessarily
anybody projecting it.
Exactly.
Basically, you wouldn't want anybody to control that narrative of your child.
Right. If he grows up to be that,
you would want him to venture off on his own.
I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? And I know it's like my responsibility as a parent to, guide him.
For guidance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you know how Lil Boozy be paying for
Talk to me.
prostitutes for
To fuck his son, basically.
Oh, you be doing that for real?
Nah, yeah, he be making sure his kids is straighter than a motherfucking nail or whatever he wants to. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you feel about that? You know, being a father.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Me
Actually,
personally, I'm not doing that.
Hold on. Let me ask. Actually, I'm glad Ty asked.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
So look, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this too, Ty, because it's us two that don't have a kid. You have a kid, so we don't know what it's really like to actually be a father 24/7. Let me ask you this: if your son came up to you and was like, "Yo, Dad, I'm confused with like what's going on in life. I feel like I'm being lied to. Like how like show me what's really true about life. How would you guide your son through that conversation?"
It's a very broad question right there.
Yeah, it is broad.
Bro,
We need a little bit.
All right, so look, all right.
I appreciate you.
No, all right, so all right. Let's say for example, he's asking about like where he came from, like the origins of us, Black people. You know, because for me, growing up, finding out like the origins of Black people was like a wake up call for me, where it made me angry. And then during COVID, you remember I was talking to you during COVID. It was like I was gathering too much information at a short period of time. It just made me hate. It made me feel this hatred towards like a lot of people. What if Shakur came up to you and was like, "Yeah, I feel like I'm being lied to about where we came from as Black people"? How would you guide him through that?
So what age is he at this time?
Probably 7th grade, 13, 14. I don't know.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep it real, like the history, break it down to him, and everything like that.
Motherfuckers came and got us, and they put us on
Yeah,
the boat.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real with him, but I'm not gonna make him feel like he's a victim. I feel like that's the worst thing for your kid, to make him feel like a victim. Because I feel like, yeah, exactly. Because now he might rely on that excuse. And I'm not trying to give my son that excuse just because you Black, you can't succeed in life. You know what I mean?
You're right about that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not
Like, cause we came from the gutter, so that shit crazy.
I mean, bro, we got a Black president. You know what I mean?
He have.
Yeah, we got a lot of Black people that's successful and shit. The last thing I'm gonna do is try to give you an excuse like, yo, just because we went through this.
Yeah, there's a lot of us that's winning.
Yeah, there's a lot. So I'm not gonna let you rely on that situation. But I will say, like, yo, proceed with caution.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we know. I mean, we got family members, who've been through that shit.
Yep.
And system will jam you up. So you just gotta play it safe.
How about you, Ty? How would you guide your child if your future child
I told you, I keep it real with them, man. I told
Yeah,
them,
you got to.
They came, they got us, they put us on the boat, they brought us over here, bro. They
Yeah,
brought us
facts.
over here, but now that we over here, we got every opportunity that the white man got, and you got to make the most of it. They try to push on young Black kids. Oh, pick up the football, pick up the basketball. Your mind is equally as powerful as your physical skill.
Talk to him.
So it's okay to be an engineer. It's okay to be a politician. It's okay to, break the walls down and be the person that you don't always see on TV. There's only been one Black president. So if you want to go be a president, it's equal opportunity for everybody. You got to make the most of it, and that's what I would tell my son.
Yeah.
like all the, see,
I might eat that up.
and nah, you did.
Yeah, that was like, I like that. That should touch me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, but yeah, that's dope. Cause I feel like the way I don't know. I feel like the way I go about it like actually scares me, because it's like, yo, like I have like multiple chapters of myself, like sides, as y'all know. But it's like I feel like I seek too much information sometimes, and I'm just like, yo, we bringing back the Black Panther Party with you, son. You about to be the lead. Yo, like I feel like, yo, sometimes the way my brain is wired.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was in jail, this nigga sent me paragraph. Like, yo, I'm like, bro, this is way too deep for me right now. I'm not.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, yo, I've been reading so much. So I was reading black liberals and black rednecks and white liberals. Versus white liberals. And that shit changed my perspective of how I see Black and white people. Where we seen the Boondocks. Uncle Ruckus is a real thing. There's a lot of people like that. People think that's Kanye today, but I don't think that's Kanye. I think Kanye is one of those people that people just don't comprehend simply because he's on a certain frequency, but he's just going about it the wrong way. So that's why people are just not listening to what he's really saying. Kanye is not really wrong. That nigga be saying some real shit. I just don't agree with how he goes about certain things. I feel like what Kanye like how Kanye's literally delivering shit is equivalent to what Nipsey be saying. It's just that Nipsey goes about it went about it way better than Kanye. Kanye's like, yo, we gotta attack these guys because it's them. These people run this, yada yada. That's what Tupac was doing, and that's what got Tupac killed. Tupac he had his hands everywhere because his mom was a Black Panther, and he grew up as a revolutionary basically. And then he was also in the hood, so now he's a revolutionary hood nigga. And America was shook because it's like he's 25 with that type of impact. Yo, you scaring everybody. So I feel like because Tupac is my favorite rapper, and I respect his ideology for basically life. I feel like it scares me when I think about having kids where I'm just like, oh shit, like I probably will lead them to a path that they shouldn't even be in because kids should be kids. But I feel like I will try to make him or her so self-aware where they can't even enjoy their childhood.
Yo, is this a point where you're kind of scared to have kids because of the world we live in right now? I mean,
yeah.
Question goes to both of y'all.
Man, I ain't afraid because I'm gonna crash out behind mine. That's it.
Right.
So that's the thing. I'm terrified, nigga.
Terrified?
I'm terrified because I know I will. I know I will crash out. The thing is, it's like, yo, you know what's crazy? So look, I don't know if I told you when I brought Shakur to the Sky Zone in Long Island. Yo, some kid pushed him. I was over there like, yo, what are you? I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I'm over there ready to fight.
Nah, you gotta wait and see how they react.
Yo, that's the thing I was about to say too, bro. Like, I want to see how he's gonna take it.
Push him back. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
That's just me though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's just me. Like,
I was over there about to fuck up a kid, bro. I'm like, yo, what are you? I'm like, nah, this is crazy.
and if he didn't do anything, I'm like, bro.
Shakur was like, it's okay. He said sorry. I was like, nah, fuck that.
He said sorry.
I was like, smack that nigga. I'm over there like, nah, smack that nigga, bro. Like,
he really pushed him though, bro.
yeah, well, it was because he was they were running on the same trampoline, and he just pushed Shakur while Shakur was in the air. So Shakur, he dropped. I was like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm talking to the parent. I'm like, yo, control your kid. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Still on the trampoline to soften the blow. I mean, if he
Nah, fuck that, bro.
swing at the playground or something.
Oh, it's different.
It's different, yeah. I mean, nah, so it made me think. I was like, damn, I can't do that. I was like, I definitely can't do that. I was over there just on 10 already. I was just like, oh shit, it didn't even take much. I was just like, Shakur over there like, Dave, what are you doing? Like, I'm over here asking myself. I'm like, oh shit, I'm over here pressing a child. Like,
It's different for me, bro, because like my son's kind of like sensitive right now.
he is.
You seen him?
Yeah.
He's sensitive, so it's just like I kind of want to see how you're gonna react because we had so many talks about this shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's where I'm at with it.
Do you have any like boy cousins around his age?
Not really, bro.
See,
Not really.
I grew up around
a lot of
bunch
boys.
of older boy cousins, and man, they used to fuck me up, man. That's what you learn.
I feel like that's what he's missing though too. At the same time though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Yeah. And I feel like that's why he be having a time of his life right here. Yeah, makes sense. All right, let me ask both of y'all this, and then I'm gonna go straight piggyback off of the kid talk because that was actually good. Why can't let me ask you this right here. Why can't men be tired, sad, upset, or even depressed? Like why is it?
I mean, you can be, but when a lot of people are looking up to you and looking to you to make the decisions and lead them, it's hard to, as a man, sit there and look depressed in front of them when you have to project like, hey, we're gonna make this. I'm gonna figure this out. We're gonna lead the pack.
Family,
but I mean, it's okay to feel that. You know, when you're feeling that, you got to seek help. But I mean, as a man, it's hard to like, you know, sit there and be like, guys, I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucked up right now. You know, everybody, they're looking up to you. And if they see that, like, if Shakur see that you fucked up, you're like, oh, damn, daddy fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's true. How about you?
I mean, I'm not piggybacking off Ty said, like, bro, you a leader of the pack type shit. Like, you gotta actually show your strength. You know, even though you're going through a dark time right now, because at the end of the day, you're his role model.
Yeah.
Even though you don't think that you are, you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, when he's older, he's gonna kind of reflect on the times that you were in the dark path, and he's gonna reflect on how you handled it. So,
and then you and kids are like very
bro, they sponges, bro. They sponges, bro.
Daddy ain't let that break him. I can't let this break him.
All right. So before I answer that, let me make it more direct. Why can't men open up to women about those emotions?
I mean,
go ahead, Ty.
It all depends on how secure you feel with your partner. Because I feel like some women, if you open up a little too much and you tell them like what's going on, how you fucked up, this and that,
they throw it right back at you, right?
Back in your face. Then like it's like, damn, like I ain't never
compromise.
But if you got a strong-minded partner and she's like she wants to help you succeed in every aspect of life, then you can open up to her and you can feel comfortable that she's not gonna throw it back in your face and she's still gonna view you as a man. Because you want to tell your girl nothing that's gonna make her feel like you're less of a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm fucked up. Like this hurt my feelings to make me cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So as long as you feel comfortable enough to open up to her and she still views you and you feel like she would still view you as a man after and view you as somebody who can lead her, somebody who she can follow, then you know you're straight. You know.
How about you?
I mean, I feel the same way. Like, honestly, like, I've been in a situation before where like somebody threw that shit in my face.
How'd that make you feel?
Nah.
Yo, I want to know how that make you feel.
Bro, like, I did it thinking I was comfortable to tell you. You wasn't gonna throw it in my face. You know what I mean? I was felt secure at the time, and I felt secure in my relationship at the time. Way back in the day. So, for full disclosure, way back in the day. So I'm just saying. So like, for you to throw that shit in my face, I knew instantly she wasn't the one for me. Yeah. Instantly. The moment that I was vulnerable, you gonna throw that shit in my face when we get in an argument. That's crazy.
Because your partner's supposed to be your confidant.
Exactly. Exactly. Especially if I'm not picking at you, and it took very little for you to mention that shit. You know what I mean?
That's low.
That's low.
That's very low.
Yeah, bro. It didn't take that much. It didn't take that much jabbing.
I gave you the gun in the
Yeah.
You shot me. You emptied the clip on me. Like,
So ever since then, but like, this is another situation where like I opened up and it was just like, you know, it was love. Never got that shit thrown back in my face. So I'm not gonna hold it to the point where I can't open up to anybody. You know, I feel like you have to do it per person. Every per person is just different.
okay, that's actually a different type of strength too, because you know, like that PTSD could kick in, and then it just make you hesitant to even like communicate with the next person or whoever. How about have y'all cried in front of a woman?
Nah.
Be honest, man. Be honest.
I never did.
Not even fake cry.
Nah.
You never fake cry?
Cry?
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't fake. Look, I'm gonna say this right now. Actually, look,
So he deep in thought right now.
Look, I'm gonna say this straight up, like 1,000%. I done fake cried from middle school up to like last year. Yo, one thing about me, I try to cry. So like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, oh, you know, I don't want to cry. It's like I'm a firm believer, and I stand on this 1,000%. Yo, feel how you feel. If you're angry, allow yourself to feel angry. Like, become friends with your emotions. You know, whether it's sad or whatever. There's no reason why we embrace happiness so easily, and that we can't embrace sadness, depression, and all that. You got to know what you're feeling so you can navigate around it and be functional. Like, that's all therapy is really gonna tell you. Like, they gonna milk it for what it's worth so they can get their bag. But it's like, yo, realistically, like, yo, emotional intelligence is all it is. Know what you're feeling, dissect it, and literally do whatever works for you, and just move around.
Hey, can I ask you a question? You ever fake cry for your favor?
For my favor?
Yeah. Just to get your wage over, just to prove your point.
Oh, to prove a point, 1,000%. Yeah,
I put this out there. I ain't never fake cry about shit, man.
yeah. Look, I done did it from middle school. Listen, Yo, whoever feels offended, yo, by any means, by all means, go feel what you feel. No, for real. Look, feel what you feel by all means. I said it right here. Listen, I'm a firm believer of feel how you feel. If you feel some type of way, feel that shit.
You feel like you had a fake cry.
Yo, let me tell you why I felt like I had a fake cry. I was saying the realest shit and it just wasn't clicking. It wasn't clicking to them.
I did, Zell. This nigga had to act it out.
If you a freak, do your shit, don't run. Don't do no running. Summertime shit, wish hoes fucking.